Chris Brown and Quavo's beef is getting way, way out of hand. I'm looking for one of the professional, like one of the elders to step up and set some boundaries for some of these beefs because the way it's looking, there's many beefs going on right now. You got Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion. You got a host of other, 50 Cent and, of course the Diddy thing and all that. I mean, it's crazy. So, and again, we can't forget the Kendrick Lamar with the Drake and the J. Cole. Now Yeezy jumped in. So these beefs, but I don't think none of them is hotter than the Chris Brown and Quavo. They need to cool that thing down. And it's all, you already know, it's over a female. Now, don't get me wrong, but this is always the narrative. Most men are in prison over a female. And this is so unfortunate. Now, karruechetran, and don't get me wrong, she is nice, but not nice enough to have these boys beefing. And then you got boys that go to jail over this, and then the girl is with somebody else. So Chris Brown and Quavo is beefing. This thing is heating up. Now, wait until you hear exactly how it went down and what's happening. Now, Chris Brown threw a shot. He put wood on the fire because he dropped an album along with Lil Wayne and Joyner Lucas and T Grizzly. And he came at Quavo's neck. It's called Freak. Wait till you hear what he said.
Don't nobody go in the bathroom for about 45 minutes.
You done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
You got knocked the fuck out. What's up, man?
And the lyrics go something like this. Effing my old itches ain't gonna make us equal. Sipping at 1942, cause I don't do no Quavo. Freak itch, she like Casamigos, not the Migos. That's Chris Brown going at Quavo, right? That's crazy, right? So now Brown and Karrueche, they dated back in the 2010s on and off for about 4 years. And it was a bunch of allegations, because they used to get talked about a lot in the media, because of how Chris Brown used to do her and different things and different partying and menages and all that. That's why I used to always hear about it. But, then she started, acting and moving up, doing her own thing, becoming more independent. And now she allegedly is messing with Quavo, and Chris Brown don't like it. So it's crazy. But here's the thing. Chris set the world on fire, releasing deluxe edition on streaming services on April 11th. And fans haven't stopped raving about it since. But here's the thing. The same thing that make you laugh is also the same thing that will make you cry.
Yes.
Now, Quavo basically saying, listen, it's whatever. So Quavo trying to stand his ground. He shot back at Chris. So, and he dropped Tinder. Now on the track, Quavo comes at Chris' neck for his alleged domestic violence. And I told you this thing is getting out of bounds. So he going at Chris' neck about domestic violence. And you can't forget Chris Brown and Rihanna's history and what would allegedly happen and what she looked like and this and that, and also these other allegations. And Chris been keeping himself clean. I really like Chris. I think he get a bad rap. I think they dragged that, situation with Rihanna, and my heart goes out to her. Don't get me wrong, but we don't know all the specifics. But I think they dragged that around too long, almost like the Michael Vick dog fighting thing is almost like that. They still dragging that. But anyway, that Chris Brown, he came at Chris' neck about the domestic violence. So this, like I said, this thing is heating up and is getting out of bounds. And I can't front, Quavo came correct. Let me know what you think. Here goes some of the lyrics. You did the itch wrong, and now the itch gone. She posted with a thug. Call the itch phone. She won't come home. Don't beat her up. It must be the drugs. Need to cross out your plug. Yo, this stuff is creative and it adds another light to it. But as long as they can keep the main thing, because they taking real shots here. And now when you bring a female involved, now it's personal feelings and different things like that. This thing is crazy. And to add more insult to injury, Quavo pours salt in Chris Brown's wounds with these next lyrics. Check it out, right? Tell me, little bro, what's your issue? It's over a thought? You said it's bigger than that, but no, it's not. It's cause I be digging in that. It got him hot. I'm giving respect, but I know you not. Your itch on my neck. Your itch at my spot. Ooh. See, here's the thing about life. Like once you show, I always say, Promote your strengths, but develop your weaknesses.
Yes.
See, once you let them see you sweat, once you show your weaknesses, they gonna keep nitpicking at it. See, once Chris Brown showed that he was soft on Karrueche, he still loved her. He still probably liked her or want to be with her or felt some kind of possession. I don't know how his mind is thinking. That's what Quavos is constantly picking at. And here's the question. How many picks is it going to take before Chris Brown explodes? Hopefully he'll be able to keep his cool. I'm sure hoping that somebody, more mature in the game, a Nas, a Jay-Z, somebody in the game would again nurture these beefs, but put some boundaries, some parameters around these beefs so that they can keep the main thing. The main thing. See, my thoughts is when are these young boys going to learn who you screwing, who you laying pipe to doesn't make you a man. That doesn't define your manhood. What defines your manhood is your character, your conduct, and your commitment to excellence from the inside out. See, it's the thing. All this is pride and ego. And I do know that pride and egoism has sent more men to prison and prematurely to the grave than crime and disease could have ever done. See, where's Tupac when you need him? Because we need Tupac in the climate, in today's climate, to teach these young boys the true meaning of MOB. Do your research. We need you, Tupac, to school these young boys and how to keep the main thing, the main thing. All right, so many are blaming Chris Brown for Quavo's recent scarce attendance at his concerts, right? He's on tour. Now, they're alleging that Chris Brown will have the audacity to buy out Quavo's concert. Only a few, maybe a couple 100,000 people attended, were able to get their hand on tickets. So it gives the impression that you can't draw the people, like you're not selling tickets. And it's supposed to be kind of embarrassing. It's kind of a smack in the face, or the intention, if alleged, with Chris Brown, if he really did it. But Quavo, I give him kudos because Quavo, from what I hear, he performed the concert as if it was a packed house. He performed with the integrity and with all the bells and whistles as if he was performing in front of millions. And I think this is astounding. I think this is great. See, it feels like to me that it's Chris Brown that's feeling some kind of way because now Karrueche is messing with Quavo. But here's the thing. I've been seeing Karrueche on social media for years, and I've seen her with other men. Why is Chris Brown feeling some kind of way? See, I truly believe that rap beefs can be a good thing when kept in a proper perspective. When rap beefs are truly about the lyrics and elevating wordplay to try to belittle the other person lyrically, that can be a good thing. You spark people's interest again. People go and buy old albums. Economically, it's good for the people. It's fruitful as long as they keep the main thing the main thing. But once it starts crossing boundaries, it can get dangerous. And I truly believe that this Chris Brown and Quavo beef is teetering on the edge of dangerous, right? Now, these artists are making a lot of money and they doing a lot of balling. You know what I mean? A lot of making it rain. But I think they should invest more money in therapy and get in learning how to control their mind and having more mind control, and spend more of that money in personal development, right? Because you got to invest in what you want to invest in you, and you're your own brand. You're your best product. So why not invest in your product so you don't fall victim to this nonsense, to this child's play, and start taking it personally? And it could possibly cost you your career, if not worse, your life. So again, keep doing your thing, young fellas. Keep making money and but keep it within bounds. Set some parameters, set some boundaries for how you beef, so that you can continue to prosper and live out a full life. Listen, this thing is crazy, but this is the rap industry. We got Puffy with all these lawsuits. We got all these rap beefs emerging. Listen, where is this thing going to land? What direction is this hip hop going into? Listen, we all curious. We all want to know. We're all supporting. So we love all of y'all. Keep fighting a good fight, but make sure you keep these rap beefs within the right perspective, so that we all can live and be fruitful and we can raise our children because they are the future. Thank you so, so much for watching. I truly appreciate you. So you go be great. And more importantly, be blessed.